wow, we're in the middle of it here. We're a part of these key decisions being made for the country. That is absolutely a motivator. The idea that we can't really slack off here. These are people's lives that we have in our hands. But I think there's a certain level of energy here on Capitol Hill that drives all of us that you're not allowed to get tired. You just have to keep chugging along. So it's a blast. You know, my parents would give me a hard time because I'd be the kid waking up early Sunday mornings to watch Meet the Press because I loved politics so much. But as I got older, I developed a passion for community service as well. What I came to develop and realize was my passion for politics and my passion for community service actually met quite well in the middle when it came to public policy. Yeah, so I'm in charge of everything from tracking legislation that's currently up for a vote on the House floor to moving forward my boss's legislative priorities focused on our district specifically. And so while I am in charge of a few specific issue areas, energy, immigration, I have staff who help me with the other areas from healthcare to business issues to veterans affairs. It's an all hands on deck effort, certainly. Every day was another roller coaster. I could be pounding in a yard sign, or I could be calling members of Congress trying to get their support. I could be reaching out to donors to fundraise for my boss, or I could be planning the next rally with folks on the ground. It really was this incredibly dynamic experience that you didn't know what each day was going to bring, but having that, again, enthusiasm and patience to be able to take on the next challenge was, again, very rewarding. Going back to that high school student who wants to be engaged in everything, I think in college I had to learn that we all have limits and there's only so much you can take on your plate. I kind of hit a stunt in college where I realized I was stretching myself way too thin, and I really had to engage on, okay, what are these few things outside of school that I really want to focus on and I can contribute to by giving my full self and not just spreading myself too thin. That was really valuable. Talk about having to be a jack of all trades, and I think that's certainly the aspect that my boss here saw, is that I could fill in the areas that needed support. A unique skill working on Capitol Hill is having the ability to talk respectfully with every walk of life. So whether it's another member of Congress or that CEO of a huge business or somebody who's mad that their social security check didn't come in the mail, the ability to talk respectfully with every walk of life is something that no matter what field of work you in is going to benefit you, I think. Mentorship, I think, is something that I've learned both back when I was a student and now as an adult. Having a career, you can always grow, you can always learn, and to have mentors who are willing to help guide you along that path is tremendously rewarding. Whether you're involved in student council with a team or whether you're a manager for a member of Congress, you're constantly working with other people, and you won't be able to get anywhere without having a large amount of respect for your colleagues or your partners. There are internships, there are opportunities to shadow, to mentor. And so I think looking for those opportunities is the key step, and then putting yourself out there. You know, I think so many of us, harkening back to our student council days in high school, have this idea that we want to be a change, we want to bring change to the world. And I think working in this role, I realized that it really is actually possible. Wow, we're in the middle of it here. We're a part of these key decisions being made for the country. That is absolutely a motivator. The idea that we can't really slack off here. These are people's lives that we have in our hands. But I think there's a certain level of energy here on Capitol Hill that drives all of us that you're not allowed to get tired. You just have to keep chugging along. So it's a blast.